this happy Merry Monday after Christmas. So since it is the 28th, I just wanted to kind of start out with, I guess, some housekeeping things to look out for this last few days, since all of the subscriptions have processed for the month and everything. Something just to go through with your back office. A couple of things that I'm doing with my team and would encourage you to do with yours is to look through all of your people that have zero PV for the month, but they had an order process. And so one way to look at that is you're going to see those blue links that are going to show up. So go and click those blue links. They might be a canceled order, they might be a credit card decline or anything like that. Follow up with those people. You can even offer them, by placing a manual order this month, since, subscriptions can't process anymore. You can offer them a $20 off coupon if you have any of those box codes, or if any of your upline or sponsor has a box code that you can use to offer them. Another thing to look for is for those people that did not order this month but have a subscription on that might be set for the first week of January. So they pushed it off of December and put it in that first week of January. Kind of do the same thing. Reach out to them, ask them if they'll place the manual order for this month. You can offer them that $20 off coupon code from those boxes, the sample boxes. And then tell them that they can move their subscription to the end of January. But that way you're going to get their order for this month as well as in January. And really, they're only going to be moving their order up a few days. So it's not that big of a deal for them to get their products a few days early. Plus, they're going to be saving that $20 if you've got one of those box codes to do. Third thing is look in your back office where you can see everybody's everybody that's ordered or whatever on your team. Sort by the team points. Click the team point button twice so that it has all of your team members from highest points to lowest points. See who's close up to their next rank. You might have somebody that is 1 or 2 away from silver, or 1 or 2 away from super silver, or 3 or 4 away from gold. Look for those and see how you can help them achieve that next rank, and see if you can support them in earning that rank for December, because that would be huge for them, for you, for your team, and everything. And then lastly, of course, we have our after Christmas harvest that we really want to focus on. All those people that didn't sign up before Christmas, or they said, hey, wait till after Christmas. Utilize that. When they said wait till after Christmas, it's after Christmas. You can reach out to them. We've got the 3-day group that started today, and Brooke and Emily, I believe, will talk a little bit later about that as well. But I wanted to shift a little bit into a little thought process and perspective from me. I guess I didn't really even introduce myself. My name is Hansen, and I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador. I actually just ranked up to Senior Ruby Ambassador. My team and I ranked up that in November. And I've been doing Plexus for almost 4 years now, and I can honestly say that in January of this year, it was not even on my radar to rank up to Senior Ruby. My business over the years has ebbed and flowed and stayed and maintained and dropped and built, and it's gone every which way, right? And sometimes, though, that can be very frustrating when you feel like you're not going forward, you're not making progress. It can be really frustrating. And there's even times over the last couple years that, I had fallen back, or I'd lost rank, or, I hadn't had anybody sign up for a few months, or things like that, where it was like, I feel like I'm putting in all this work and I'm not getting anything out from it. Is it really worth my time? Is it worth my time away from my family? Is it worth, is it worth it? And so I had all these negative thoughts being thrown at me. And then I really, I thought, I was like, well, maybe I'm not even cut out to do this business. Maybe it's not even what I should be doing. And every time those thoughts came to me, I would get a pit in my stomach and I would feel physically ill because those thoughts were not from a higher power. Those were thoughts from Satan that were telling me that I'm not worth enough, when I know that I am. And I know what I'm supposed to be doing is to be helping people with their health, with their finances. And I know that I can't quit on myself, I can't quit on my family, and I can't quit on those people that I haven't even made connections with. You know, you never know when that next person's going to come along that's going to help you, that's going to need these products or need this business. And if you quit on yourself, if you give up, you're never going to be able to touch that person and make that connection and you know, like, put into the process of spreading health and happiness with so many people. We can't do it alone. And just like I can't do it alone, my team can't do it alone, Leah's team can't do it alone. We're all in it together. And I know we've heard it said so many times that teamwork makes the dream work. And so I wanted to turn some time over to one of my dear friends that kind of was kind of that next person for me. I'd reached out to her like a year and a half ago. She ignored my message, but the timing wasn't right for her. She wasn't looking for help with her health at that point. But when I'd reached out to her again, she was ready. She was ready in her mind. She was ready in her heart. And she has amazing, she has an amazing health story. She has amazing business testimonial, but she has an amazing thought process and mindset that has helped her. And I want to introduce you to Brittany, who is a new Ruby ambassador on my team. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Brittany.
Hi there. Hi, I'm Brittany. And like Shay said, I'm new Ruby ambassador, and I've been doing this since April of this year. And to kind of segue off of what Shay was talking about is thought processes, is putting things out there negatively will come back to you negatively. So that being said, and the portion that I'm going to be talking about, you really have to have an open mind about it, because it's just human behavior. It's just natural for anybody to think, oh, that will never work for me. Or you sit there and think, I've tried that, it didn't work. But the thing is it has to be where you truly believe in what you're putting out into the universe, what you're saying to the world or God or whatever it is. And when Plexus came into my life, the one thing that I was saying is I wanted to be a better mom. I think we've all said this. I want to be a better mom and I want to be a better wife. I know something's wrong and I want something for my health. And that's the thought process I had at the time when Shay messaged me again after a year of reaching out to me. And that talks about manifestation. So manifestation is putting your thought processes out into the universe and getting what you're saying come back to you. So how I want to explain it to you is I manifested a long time ago before Plexus. I manifested a Harley Davidson. Yeah. So I've never ridden a bike before. I've never even, I've rode on the back of a bike with boyfriends of mine, and that's not the same experience as riding a bike. And so when I manifested this Harley, I was like, I don't know why I want it. I just want it. And this is what I'm going to get. And it's going to look like this. And at that time in my life, I really, truly did not believe that I was going to get a Harley Davidson. That was like a far-fetched goal that I was just like, yeah, I'm just putting it out there. But what happened was my thought process changed to, I'm getting this Harley Davidson. Like, I'm getting this. So the way you do it is you feel it, you taste it, you smell it, you see it, you literally are experiencing that moment, and that's how you manifest things. So if you have a negative thought, that thought serves you nothing. You just say, thank you for that thought, you don't serve me right now. So when you're saying, I can't do this, is this what I can really do, this is overwhelming, or I can't make time for this, or this isn't something that I think I need to do right now, or I don't think that I'll ever hit diamond. That's not true. You're holding yourself back. You actually are putting those thoughts out there and you're holding yourself back. So you need to think about it like, I am diamond. I'm going to feel that. So let's feel it right now. You see the paychecks coming in, you're excited, you have your husband or your family is financially free. That's exciting, right? You're feeling it. And then you crush it with, well, that's never going to happen. That's not true. It's going to happen. You just got to say, thank you for that thought. You don't serve me well right now. And you have to continue to do that sometimes until you get a good habit of positive thinking. And it is so hard to conquer positive thinking. I struggle with it to this day, and you will always struggle with it because it's a little whisper in your mind. And if it's either, Satan saying something to you, or if it's where you just feel discouraged or whatever it is, that's you doing that. That's your thought you're doing to yourself. You're holding yourself back. And so when you remove that thought process, you literally can get and conquer anything. And when I did this Harley Davidson manifestation, I got it. I got that Harley. I worked 3 jobs, but I got it. And I seriously, when I rode off of the parking lot, I'll put it in perspective for you. I've never drove, you call it riding when you're in the front seat of a bike, but I never have drove a Harley or a bike whatsoever. I went to a class. I was the only one that graduated the class because I was determined to do it. And then when I rode it off of the lot, I was scared. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I seriously thought, yep, there I am. So I seriously thought I was going to die. I was like, I'm going to die on this thing. What did I do? I'm on the public roads and I'm nervous and I'm a first time rider. What if I tip it? Because every time I told someone, I'm like, I bought a Harley, and everyone's like, you're going to crash it. I'll tell you what, I rode that thing for 5 years and I never crashed it. And even guys that are very well trained in riding, they literally have tipped their bikes over. I never did. It may be because I was a cautious rider or whatever it was, but I seriously manifested this Harley Davidson. It sat in my living room. That's how proud I was. I would back that thing into my apartment and I would park it in the middle where my dining room table was supposed to be. I was so proud of that thing. But that's what I'm saying is, like, you manifest it, you put it on the wall. I visualized the jacket. I seriously manifested that jacket. It's a scorpion leather jacket. I manifested it. I saw it in the magazine. I manifested that. I manifested the exhaust pipes. I'm not kidding you. When you start manifesting things and putting that positive vibe and energy out into the universe, you really, truly can get it. You really, truly can. And so when you set a goal, what you really need to practice is put up a fake check, whatever it is. Put something that maybe getting you to emerald, like the smell of a car. You're getting your brand new Lexus and you got that smell of the car, and you can just sit there and be like, oh, this is so lovely. Like, you have to feel it. You can't just be like, okay, I'm getting diamond. Well, that ain't gonna do nothing. It's, I'm diamond. I'm doing this year. I'm hitting diamond. It's not, I will get it by the end of the year. That's not affirmative action on your thought process. You don't ever want to say will or can't or I am. It's more I'm diamond. I even struggle on it. I'm diamond. And so when you do that, you're literally putting it out into the universe. And the more and more you say it, the more and more you see it, the more you feel it, it's going to come back and you're going to be like, holy cow, I really am. I'm like 2 enrollments away from hitting diamond. Or I know a lot of people struggle with sharing. I struggle with sharing, but my manifestation is I can't get people to share. My manifestation is I have people sharing. I do. I have people sharing. It's maybe they're in the background and we don't know it yet, but I have people sharing. Literally, I will get random messages from my girls and they'll be like, I just talked to my friend and she talked to her sister that has a cousin. And it's just like, oh my gosh, let's get them all in a chat. Let's all do this. So you don't ever, even though you're asking people to share and they're not doing it right away, you never know who's talking to who and saying, I feel less bloated. You should look into Plexus, even though they're not meaning to start that business. They literally are sharing and you're putting that out there. I have people sharing. I am going to rank up every single month this year. I am going to be whatever it is, if it's a better mom, or if it's I'm going to eat less of this, or you're basically training your mind and your thought to serve you well instead of negatively or poison. So I don't know if anybody feels like when they're signing up a whole bunch of people, you can feel their energy. I don't know if you're like me. I feel people's energy. So right now I feel all you guys' energy and it's awesome. Like I feel your energy and it's amped up and you're like, yeah, I can do this. This is pretty simple. I know this. And if you feel that energy and you put it out into the universe, that's the same exact thing. You're putting out there that you're feeling awesome. You're feeling like you can do this and you're amped up, ready to go. And then you have that one moment where it's like somebody either ghosted you or somebody said no to you and you don't handle disappointment very well. That's okay. Move on. It's not the right time. It wasn't the right time when Shay originally reached out to me. And then she reached out to me again a year and 5 months later, and it was the right time. So, and at that time, I was manifesting being a better mom. Something was wrong. I needed to fix something, and it was me. I knew it. I knew something was wrong. I manifested Plexus. So, when you seriously feel negative or down on yourself, you need to sit there and go, this thought does not serve me. Thank you for this thought. You don't serve me right now. And then try to incorporate a positive thought. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I have an amazing family. I'm very blessed. Incorporate that thought. I'm blessed. You know, so that kind of gives you an idea what manifestation is. And if you really further look into it, there's a lot of books about it. Louise Hay is a very good book. It's the thoughts of your healing process is your thoughts. And it talks about how negative thoughts poison you and can cause illnesses. And so it kind of really incorporates into what Plexus is too. So anyway, I think my time is up. I might have went over, but I get super passionate about manifesting. I absolutely love manifesting things because I'm a very strong manifester. So practice your thought processes and know that negative thoughts don't serve you.
Thank you so much, Brittany. That was seriously amazing. And I love that, seriously, you can turn anything into a positive thought and manifest it. So, okay, next we're going to hear from Brooke. Emily, who's going next?
I just want to say how amazing that was, Brittany. Like, you have literally not only taught us something new today, but poured your energy into all of us. And I feel like I'm ready to go and rock the end of this month. Like, I was feeling a little bit like, oh, I feel like holiday hungover, not like I used to when I would like I don't eat the way I used to around the holidays because of Plexus, right? So like I woke up feeling like physically fine, but I was just like, oh, I feel like emotionally hungover from the holidays. And like this totally has poured so much energy and light into me. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And I know like if you are feeling that way too, put it in the comments, put it in the chat, let Brittany know, because that was inspired. And I'm so grateful that you shared that light with us today. And Shay, I loved what you shared too. Okay, where's Brooke? She's
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. There's just like a little delay. Maybe I should talk. Maybe I can't hear you. Mm-mm. No, we can't hear you now. It's because I think you were listening to a podcast and we can hear your podcast. Do you have like a podcast running on your phone? Are you on your phone? I'm going to mute you. Hold on. Okay. Yep. I think she's listening to like Jim Rohn or something like that. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. We were just listening to your podcast. I don't know if you can pause that on your phone. Mine does that too. Like whenever we get in the car, my podcast will come on. No, it's just your podcast. Hold on. Let me text her. Just a minute. I'm going to text her. It's your podcast playing. Can you swipe the podcast app off? Now her picture's gone because she's reading my text message. Just give her a minute. She'll read it and be back. How about now? Talk now, Brooke. Brooke, say something. Can't hear us. Okay. We're just going to turn her off. Okay. Still not working. Okay, I'll just go ahead and talk.
Do you hear me?
Oh, yes, it
Hello?
worked. Yes. Now
Oh
you
my
good.
gosh, you guys. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's my son. He just comes running up the stairs. He's like, Mom, your phone's connected to my AirPods. And I'm like, well, why did you connect your AirPods to my phone, son? So I don't even know what podcast he's listening to, but apparently you guys were hearing a podcast. Yeah?
Yes, we were. I was like, Brooke,
That's so fun.
turn
Well,
off the
having teenagers.
podcast. It'll be fine. We'll wait.
Oh my gosh. This is so hilarious, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. It's just the joys of having a son that is into self-development and listens to podcasts in his net time, which means no extra time. Thanks to Tony Robbins for teaching him that. He's like, I can't do the dishes and not listen to something. He's always listening to an audiobook or a podcast or something like that. And that just shows you that what you do rubs off on your kids, right? And so my kids seem to do that. He had to give a talk in church yesterday, and I ended up giving a talk as well. My son Elijah was supposed to give a talk. He's 12, but he gets severe anxiety. And so he's like, I'm not doing that. And so 30 minutes before church, I'm like, all right, I'm giving a talk. And I'm giving a talk about how to get into the New Year's and how to change your life. And the word that came to my mind was restoration. Restoration. And so I thought of that word because I think so many times in our life, and especially maybe this year, you've suffered the loss of something. Something has been taken from you. Maybe some friendships, maybe some of your business, maybe some of your business partners, maybe somebody that you thought was a great friend of yours, but because of your political views or because of how you feel about whatever, COVID, whatever, like, I don't know, maybe you've lost some friendships. Maybe you're not where you thought you would be in your business. And I am somebody that really believes, and Emily knows we've had a lot of conversations, and I feel like sometimes you've got to just have a friend that you could just get it out to, and you can just say all the things you're feeling, all the things you're thinking. I encourage you guys to have somebody trusted like that, whether it's your spouse or a friend or a family member or somebody that you can just let it out, get all of those things out, clear your mind, clear the clutter, clear the mental space, and get ready for some freaking restoration. Is anybody with me? Anybody want that? Anybody like looking for restoration and everything to just come to you this year? And I loved what Brittany shared. I loved it because it's so true. Like whatever you want to accomplish can happen. Absolutely. And the reason I know that is because there are people out there already doing it. Like they've already done it. And so for every person that's saying it can't be done, there's somebody out there that's going to do it. So it really is your choice, and you get to choose restoration and growth and healing and change in your life right now. Right now, you can just decide, okay, great. I had a very gluttonous, restful, incredible weekend. I loved it. I ate so much sugar that when I went to Orange Theory this morning, I was like, there is no way I can get on the rower. If I get on the rower, my knee might explode because I'm still healing my meniscus. And what happens when you eat sugar? You get inflamed. And so I'm now ready though. It's Monday. It's after the holiday. I'm like, it is go time. It is go time. I don't care where your points are right now. I don't care how low your numbers are right now. None of that matters because you have 4 entire days to change the course of your business that will lead into next year. We've created for you this beautiful, fun, clean, crisp 3-day challenge with the new testimonials, simple systems that we're highlighting, easy information for people to come into. And we specifically highlighted what makes Plexus different, because right now, everybody's looking for something. And so what makes ours different? So I want to draw your attention to that post today. And I want to encourage you guys to tag your people in that group in that post specifically. It's the one that's a step above the rest. And it talks about the 1, 2, 3 of why Plexus is different. And what we're really doing in this challenge is we're highlighting specific systems and what makes it simple and easy to use. We're going to have some giveaways, and this is going to transition right away into our ball drop day, which happens on Thursday. We're going to have fun deals all day. We're going to have live testimonials. We are going to make this so much fun, and I don't want you to miss the boat. So if you haven't done any inviting, don't slap yourself on the hand. Just, put your big girl pants on and get to work today. Invite people. Reach out to somebody that, maybe you've never reached out to before, and you say, listen, I have no idea if you'd be interested in this, but I've been talking to a lot of my friends and they're really ready to kick it in high gear this year. They've kind of been on cruise control for the last 9 months. And I just thought I would ask you, maybe you want to be a part of this. We're sharing some information, doing some giveaways, and we're sharing some simple systems that can help change your life in 2021. So you can reach out to your friends today and you can invite them to come and be a part of this group. The great energy, the more you're active in this group, the more you interact, the more it helps everybody. Just like Shay said, this is not an individual sport. This is a team sport. So when we all get in here and we get engaged and we're active in this group, it helps everybody. It can't just be one person that's putting content up or commenting or answering the questions. That doesn't feel like community, and people need community now more than ever. So what's going to happen is this group is going to transform into our Resolve New Year, New You group. And I talked about this last week, but I'm going to really briefly talk about it. I don't like giving people something that doesn't do anything for them. Can I get an amen in the comments? Does anybody hate the fluff and hate this? They're like, I don't want to do anything that is not going to change people's lives anymore. I don't think any of us want to do that. And so what we've created with tons of other leaders here on this team that are incredible people that have skills in areas that I don't have. I don't have cooking skills, so I'm not doing the food part, So we've taken all these different leaders and they're all contributed in the areas of finance, of food, of fitness, of organizing your house and your spaces and your schedule, of mindset, and of true wellness through supplements and how to take them. And every day of the week, there's a different focus. So Mondays are all about mindset. And so what we wanted to create was not just something that for a month we were talking about how to take your supplements and what to eat, because you guys, there have been millions of diet books, millions of food books. And the only thing that's ever been proven with diets is that people that go on them long-term actually end up gaining weight. So they don't work. And that's not what we're focusing on in our group. We're focusing on changing people's mind. We're giving them an upgrade in their life, in their mindset, in their habits, in the way that they feel, think, live, and prepare for their life. Because if they feel better internally, they're going to do things like take their supplements. They're going to do things like move their body. They're going to do the things that we know will actually change their lives, and they're going to love this community. We're bringing so much positive energy and adding so much value in all of these ways to help them resolve to make changes in their finances, their relationships, their food, their fitness, their mindset, their organization and habits in their life. And so I hope that you will reach out to people, be passionate about it. I know on team pages, we've shared different graphics that you can share in your stories, but you personally leaving a 1-minute voice message for a friend, or you leaving a 1-minute voice message for somebody that tried Plexus like 2 years ago, you going live on your Facebook page, you going live on your Instagram, you going live in your stories. Do you see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about all live things. I'm like, get your face in front of people, get your voice in people's inbox and say, hey, I want you to do this with me. I know you need this. I'm so excited to be doing this with you. I want to help you make real changes this year. I know this is going to kickstart it for us. And it's not your same old, let's do a sugar detox and get a grocery list and change our eating for 2 weeks. That's not what it is, you guys. It's the real stuff that's going to help them change their life. So want to encourage you guys to do that and make it a personal goal for each and every one of you that watch this call to have 5 new people in this group and to get 50% of your level ones in the group. So 5 new people and 50% of your level ones, whether they've quit the products or they're still on the products or they're a partial PV. We want these people in this group. So that's my challenge to you guys. I am ready for some amazing restoration, some great energy, and a really awesome end of month and challenge coming up in January. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, in the chat right now. We can answer a couple questions really quick. Yes, we can do some sample invitations. Yeah, we could post up or share in some of our threads today some of the sample invitations for the January group. Yep. Anything else, Emily or Shay?
I just want to tell everybody that the work that you do today, this week, the next 4 days, is what creates your momentum in January. Don't hold off anyone. Hear me again. Do not hold off anyone. Enroll them all now. Brooke and I have never lifted our foot off the pedal in December. You may hear other opinions from other people. However, we have consistently been in either top 3, top 5, top 10, top 20, every single contest that Plexus has had in the 5 years that we have been in this company, from January to April and then the rest of the year too. But what I want you to know is that the reason why we do so well is because we don't hold off enrollments in December. That is not a thing on this team, okay? So get them enrolled now. Have abundance with it, because I promise you that the people that you bring onto your team this week, that you've brought onto your team this month, in November, in October, those are the people that you are going to create momentum with to explode your business in January if you will put the work in now. It's going to be the person that you're not anticipating. It's going to be the mom who doesn't have a name for Plexus. She's manifesting something. She's looking for something more, but she doesn't know what to call it. She doesn't know that it's Plexus. And then she stumbles upon this because you followed up, you reached out, you went the extra mile, you made sure to comb through. Then she joins. You ask her to do a first post, even when her products haven't come yet. Her aunt sees it because her aunt is feeling like crap today too. She's been looking for something. And oh my gosh, this just fell into her lap. They get started together. Exactly. They don't know what they're looking for, but they are seeking. They're seeking for something. I promise you, every single one of your friends, including you, are seeking for something this week. It's a thing. We are all looking for something, right? I found it in what Brittany and Shay shared and what Brooke just shared. We don't know what we're seeking for. We just know we are seeking. So be the thing that they find. Post the stories. Post a little bit extra this week, right? Get your name out there. Send a few messages that you weren't planning on sending. Angie McGrew told me she sent like 25 cold messages last night right before bed. She said she woke up to all these messages and she enrolled someone from it. And she's enrolling someone later, and that person is enrolling someone later today. And she had someone go silver on Saturday who wasn't gonna do it. And she just signed up 3 in an hour. Like she told us, no, she's not doing it. And then came back. I was like, just wait. They all come back. Just wait. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. And she's like, I don't know. And then the next day she's like, and they all signed up and were silver. Like it happens. Have faith. Believe in it. Manifest it. Rewatch this call. Listen to it again. This is going to be one that I want to keep on the notes on my phone forever. Okay, special, amazing, inspired things were shared on this call. So do the work this week. Don't hold back. Lean in. Get it all in this week. And then we are just going to take that and we're going to magnify it next month. And that's going to magnify into February and March and April. And we're going to see all of these rank ups happening on this team. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel the surge. This is one of my gifts. Like Brittany talked about, she can feel the energy. I tell Brooke all the time, I'm like, something big. Brooke has it too. She's like, I can feel it coming. Something big's coming. I don't know what it is, but it's coming. Right? And that's why we just keep pounding you. And we're like, did you send your messages? Are you using the 3-day? Because we know that if you're plugged in and you're doing it, then you'll be in the right place at the right time. And everything is been thought about for you and planned ahead of time. Follow your gut and just run with it. Love you guys. We'll see you right back here. Well, we're going to see you all week in the group, and we are going to have so much fun on the 31st with our ball drop giveaways and all those
Happy
things.
New Year.
Get them signed up now so they can go silver by Thursday. All right, guys, let's go. Love you. Happy New Year.
Let's go change some lives. Love you guys. Bye.